Hey, Genki Call here with Invasion for the weekend of August 27th, 2021. So before we get started, a couple of important things I need to point out. First is that Sharptooth is the siege breaker for this event. What that means is that he's going to do bonus damage to the towers. So let's head into the shop. I will explain. So Sharptooth will do 3 to 5 times damage based on ascensions. What that means is that at his base rarity, he is going to do 3 times his normal damage to towers. If you ascend him to legendary, he'll do 4 times his regular damage, and if you have him ascended to mythic like I have, he'll do 5 times the base damage on the towers. You don't have to have him traded to get that. You just have to have him traded to get that amount for skull damage. Spell damage is going to do that whether you have him traded or not. So that is an important point. My early teams I'm going to show you do not have Sharptooth on him at all because early on we're not going to need him. But as soon as you start having trouble, you need to get him on your team. Also, we have a brand new weapon called the Sharpfang, and I will show it to you right now. Let me get in here, and I will pull it up. Sharpfang! Sharpfang explodes brown gems, grants a random status effect to all monster allies, and summons a monster troop if you have an opening on your team. I will be using him later, later, on my later higher level teams. For now we're going to stick with Fire Ruby Staff. But let me show you the upgrades. Attack, attack, armor, attack, +1 magic, gain 2 attack, enrage myself, always nice if you're at the front of the team, which we won't be. Deal 5 damage to the last enemy and gain 4 mana. That's cool. That gaining 4 mana when you cast, if you can upgrade this all the way, getting 4 mana back, that means you only need to get 10 more, which is pretty cool. Alright, but we're not using that right now. On these early levels, so this is a team that has all epic troops or below. We have the Gorgon, who's going to explode a row, deal damage, splash damage to the first enemy, and that means he's going to do full damage to one troop and anything nearby. Anything touching that particular troop will get half that damage. So basically 50 damage to the troop you cast on and 25 to each on either side of it, if there's something on the side of it anyway, and then knock them to the back of the queue. He has a 50% skull damage reduction, which is nice. He starts with 50% mana, also very nice. And that is why I have him at the front of the team, because of that skull damage reduction. But that explosion that he's going to do, you're going to get extra mana from that. Also going to get extra mana from the Blind Guardian. This is actually a really useful troop, and one I never see people use, but drains mana from an enemy, explodes 1 gem for each mana drain, so you're going to have an explosion up to 10 gems exploding on the board, which is going to get you mana. He also gains bonus purple mana from purple gem matches, summons a dark storm, and you get 1 life for each purple ally. And there are no other purple allies, but you know. The reason Sandrunner is here because he does damage to the first and last enemies and then double damage to a random enemy, and he starts battles with 75% mana, which is super nice. And allied monsters gain 2 life each, so that is my entire team because I'm using Dervish. Dervish makes your hero a monster, is what I'm trying to say. Now the Fire Ruby Staff, this is the class weapon for Shaman, the Shaman class, and I love it. It's one of my favorites. I think it's the class weapon. Pretty sure. Yep. No, this is not, it's not Dervish. I know it's not Dervish. It says Wild Plains right there. So anyway, Fire Ruby Staff. If you don't have the Fire Ruby Staff, then what you should do is go into Weapons, click here to search, and search for all enemies, and then pick whatever you like. for this team, I don't recommend the black manacles because you'll be mana blocking Blind Guardian and Sandrunner. But if you move this here, it would be okay. You could do it like that, and then there wouldn't be a mana. No, there still would be a mana block. You'd still be mana blocking Sandrunner. Alright, so I just don't recommend the black manacles. So you could do Dancing Daggers. That's not a mana block, it's a partial mana block, but not entirely. Let's see. Oh, I should sort by rarity. That's another good point. Sort by rarity. There we go. Alright, so Fiendfire is great. Orb of Winter would be perfect because there's no mana blocking whatsoever. Love the Orb of Winter. It is the class weapon for Frost Mage. And then you could do... I would pick a blue or a green weapon, really. But if you choose the Orb of Winter or any blue weapon, be sure to change the banner. Anyway, let's get to this. We'll do a battle or two with this, then we'll switch to the next team, and we'll go from there. There we go. Let me see. Lots of green and purple down here. Gorgon's going to be full next turn regardless, so I'm going to take the green and purple. I don't need mana, so I'm not going to cast this. I'm just going to cast with the Fire Ruby Staff, and it's going to obliterate the other team. So that is why I like to have something that does damage to all enemies, because it's going to hit them all at once, and if you're low enough level, it's going to take them all out at once, making things very fast and efficient, and I love that, so that's just my personal play style. That's what I like. So I'm gonna blow things up. Watch this. Select an enemy. Oh, does it explode a random? Oh, it doesn't explode. Okay, I haven't used the Blind Guardian in a long time. I forgot this one drains mana. This is the one that blows things up. My bad. Whoops. Whoops. Okay, we'll do that. And oh, there's a potion. Yay. We'll just do this. And this. Nice. Alright. Also want to point out that you are getting rewards for every one of these stages up through stage 7. You are getting individual rewards. It's all going to go towards the rewards from your guild. But you also get individual rewards. So I just got something in my mail from stage 1, and then up through stage 7 we're going to keep getting rewards just for us that will be mailed to us. So let's go on to this next one. And Valraven! We're getting our first tower here. Remember, when you start having trouble with killing things, you definitely are going to want to get that Sharptooth onto your team. Okay, we'll do one more with this, then we'll switch out to the next team I have to show you. Lots of yellow on the board. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Definitely want to get rid of some of that, so we're going to do this. Woohoo! That was nice. Look, I can cast again. I'll do this. That's awesome. So if this thing starts getting out of control with mana, I just cast the Blind Mana on it, or Blind Guardian on it, drain the mana, get a bunch of explosions, more mana for my team. It's just, I really like this troop, and I never use it. I haven't used it for ages, but it's a really good troop. I guess I just wait for my hero next turn. There we go. Boom! Okay, next up. Well, you know what? Let's just go ahead and finish this stage up with this team, and then we'll switch to the next team. Next team has legendaries on it, but no mythics. Okie dokie, we're just gonna do that. Ooh, nice. That worked out nicely. Gotta love that third hit it does with the double damage. That's pretty cool. Alright, yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Drain some mana. Look at that explosion. Wow. Awesome sauce. Nice. Now, another good mana generator is going to be Pigra. I have learned... Oh, and Bog Strider. Bog Strider is a wonderful mana generator. It only needs 8 mana to start blowing things up. You blow things off with him. He entangles a random enemy and usually going to fill himself back up. And he has skull damage reduction by 33%. So keep him in mind as a good mana generator besides the Blind Guardian. And there's another one here. Dun, da, dun, da. Where is it, please? A little bit further. There it is. Pigra. Pigra, I have come to appreciate very much over the last few days. Create 5 red gems and then explode 15 gems. And it's just... It also summons a firestorm when an enemy dies. So if you're using Gorgon, that would be good. Anyway, keep Pigra in mind as well as a good mana generator. Okay, I'm about to start singing again. This one's pretty good. It explodes only 4 gems, but of course, exploding 1 gem explodes all 8 around it. So 4 gems is not bad. But this is something to consider if you need to. It's from All-Seeing Eye down in the Underworld, so you can get it with Chaos Shards, and it is not a legendary. 1, 2, 3. I can't remember. There's legendary, mythic, legendary, epic, and what's below epic. Ultra rare, I can't remember. I've only been playing this game for over a year, you know. Sorry. Alright, let's go on to the next team. We'll stop talking about that and move on to the next team. Here we've got 3 troops that are going to do damage to all enemies. So, Chief Dargon is from Fang. He is the legendary there. You can get him with Chaos Shards. If you don't have him, you can try for him. He gives attack to himself and all allies below him. Explodes a row to help you get some extra mana. He has skull damage reduction by 50%. That's why he's at the front of the team right now. The bleed is very helpful if they are low on health, but you can get up to 4 stacks of bleed on a troop. And 4 stacks of bleed is going to do 10 true damage a turn. So that's actually, see, it says max 4 stacks right here. That's actually 10 true damage a turn can make a big difference. So, we've got Chief Dargon still using the Fire Ruby Staff. The Illithian Servitor is from Illithia, obviously. From the Underworld, another one with Chaos Shards. Not a legendary, this is an epic. Deal damage to all enemies. Deal 2 magic from all survivors. So, if all of them survive, you're going to get an extra 8 magic. That's an extra 8 damage every turn they survive. Anyway, we have reduced damage from spells by 25%, 1 magic for each purple ally, and then we've got Ankhnum. Ankhnum, I'm really appreciating this troop. First of all, there's a 25% chance to curse a random enemy when the turn begins. Not really useful later on because the towers are invulnerable, I believe. I don't think you can put any status effects on them, but I'll look in a minute. Pretty sure you can't though, so you can't curse them. But for every cursed enemy, give a barrier to a random ally, which is super helpful. Plus, he does damage to all enemies, which is boosted by cursed enemies, with a boost ratio of 2. And then, if you don't have Ankhnum, then I recommend instead the Behemoth. Because if there's no chance of cursing and no chance of barriering, So this one does 44 damage when he's on my team. This one does 42 damage, which is a little bit less, but he also is going to generate mana, and you're going to gain 10 life every time you get a 4+ match on gems. So Behemoth, Ankhnum, whichever one you like better, whichever one you happen to have. That's what this team is like. Chief Dargon is, of course, if you need some help killing those towers with skulls. You could use anything here. You could put, let's see. Hold on. Looking for something that gives a reduction in skull damage. Oh, it's right here. From skulls. Let's see. There are other things. Okay, Bog Strider has a 33% skull damage reduction. Of course, you'd want to choose a different weapon. I have a skull spamming troop for later on. So, anyway, there are lots of options, and you know, I'm just trying to inspire you with these teams. So let's go ahead and do this and see how it works out. I have not tested this team, but there's a Valraven, which we're going to destroy. Boom! Okay, let's see. I'll take some purple, please, and thank you. We'll do this. And we'll explode things. Explode a row. Let's see. That one. Just because. And we'll finish up with this. Again, remember, if you start having trouble, especially with the towers, once the towers show up, be sure that you get the Sharptooth on your team to take care of those towers. But for the early levels, it's much faster to do it this way with damage to all enemies. That's my opinion, and I'll sticking to it. I'm just going to do this to get some extra mana, because I don't need it. Alright, we'll do this. Whoop whoop. Almost got it. Almost got it. Could use either one at this point. We'll do this one just because it's fun. Oh, I need to check and see if the towers are invulnerable or not. Let's do that now. They are invulnerable. That means you can't do anything to them. You can't curse them. You can't transform them. You can't do insta-kills like with Megavore. If you're thinking of bringing Megavore in here, he's not going to be any help to you once these towers start appearing. With the insta-kills, not going to happen on a tower because they're invulnerable. So, let's get back to this. I do have 2 more teams to show you. They do have Sharptooth on them. Let's see, we're gonna do this, and we'll do this and that. Little bit of this, little bit of that. I'll do that. We'll do this. Nice. Nice. And this for a little extra green, and we'll kill them off. I'm thinking that Behemoth is probably going to be better in this spot because of the towers. You're not going to be able to curse, but not until it's all towers. Once it's all towers, I would recommend switching to Behemoth if you have it. Just because the curse is not going to be, you're not going to be able to curse anything unless a Valraven shows up. But later on, Valravens will show up as Valraven towers. So, same thing, same problem. Lots of red and yellow on here. Go ahead and blow up some stuff, get some purple. And we'll do this. And this. Oh, 1 point. Seriously. That's funny. Alright, we're just going to do this, and we'll get him with Ankhnum on this next one. There we go. Yeah, they tried to make a move and they couldn't. So if you see the AI trying to take a turn before you get your chance to, I mean, we're always supposed to go first as the attacker. But if you see the AI try to make a move before you can, it's because of the potions. The potions are bugged just a little bit. Not often. Okay, so probably about 10 times now I've seen the AI try to make a match 4 and they can't do it. It moves and then it moves right back. So if you're seeing that, that's what it's all about. I'm going to do this. Nice of them to be hunters marked. Not that that's going to work with the towers, but it would be nice if they did. Did I mention why I'm using Dervish? So I am using Dervish because I really need to level it up, but Dervish also makes you a monster like the rest of your team. So you're a monster from Drifting Sands. So let me show you bonuses. So you're just going to have, you can check on your team on each of them, see what kind of bonuses you have. These are based on your pets and what level you have your kingdoms on. So I have Qatar up enough to get the Kingdom Team bonus 2, so that's giving me some extra armor. And then for unique monster troops, so yeah, that's a nice little bonus. Anyway, you may want to use a different class. I am good with Dervish because I really need the experience for it. It's holding back my power level. Bunny makes a fun noise. But I have my sound turned way down on the sound effects and music. It's still there, but I can barely hear it, and that is intentional. Alright, I'll do this. Probably should have waited till I had some more mana over here, but that's alright. Do that. And this. Whoop whoop. Yay! Okay, let's see what we're doing on, now we're up to stage 5, we get 15 gems for that. Nice. Skulls, can I drop that down? Can I drop that down? No. No, I cannot. I could take a hit, but let's blow up some stuff here. We'll do that one. And this. Ankhnum. Woo, Illithian Servitor. So I'm still not having any trouble with the towers. If you're lower level, you may be having trouble with towers. You may have started having trouble with towers a while ago. But I'm doing okay so far, so I'm going to stick with this team. And in a little bit, we will change to the higher level teams. And of course, these team codes are all going to be in the description box below. That is just the way I roll. So we have a Valraven. Love it. Love finding those. And you have got to watch out for these Mage Towers because they self-enchant when you match purple gems. So having scatter damage is great, but having something that can directly attack a tower is really great too. So, yeah. The nice thing about having something that does damage, I always like to have on every team at least one item that can do damage to all of the enemies, or either that or have something that will explode things, because explosions will also break barriers. So since the catapult towers all barrier themselves when they cast, that's something to keep in mind. Have something with you that can either explode or do damage to all of the enemies and break all of their barriers at once. I'd remember to take breaths when I'm talking. I talk too much and I never shut up. What is that song from? Something a friend of mine used to sing when I was like 12 years old. That's an old memory, I tell ya. Alright, I'm gonna do this. And we'll do that. Nice. Another Valraven. Awesome. Awesome. Alright, what are we going to do? We're going to go for... Oh, match 4, of course. And skulls? Yep. Except nope. I matched the wrong thing. I was thinking ahead and matched the wrong thing. That was good. Not really. That was really bad. But, you know, it's not Guild Wars, so I can get through this. Really awesome. Alright, I'm just gonna do 48. Nope, we're gonna do that. And then we'll do this. And then we'll do this. So Chief Targon, you can see I'm not really using him. You might put, you know, later on he could be really helpful. He gets a lot of attack. A lot of attack. And you keep casting that and he's just going to go up and up and up. And he's also increasing the attack of all of your people below you. You could put Chief Dargon up here and be casting with him and have your Siege Breaker Sharptooth underneath him. So when Sharptooth gets to the front of the row, he will just decimate them with skulls. But just something to think about, because that is not the setup that I have going forward on the next 2 teams. He is a useful troop, though. Purple. Okie dokie, we'll do purple. And skulls. Oh, okay, we'll do that. And this. May need to switch to having some Siege Breakers with me here pretty soon, but having 3 that do damage to all enemies is still working quite nicely. Ah, and something really nice about the Fire Ruby Staff is that it self-enchants. So you cast and it enchants itself. So you don't have to worry about getting it mana after that, which is very nice. Alright, we're going to do this to get that Doom Skull, just a little extra damage, and then we'll do this. How we doing? Stage 6, 20 gems. Nice. Alright, we're getting a lot more towers here. We're up to 3 towers. I haven't actually seen Ankhnum curse anybody at this point, but I haven't really been paying attention. I've just been paying attention more to my mana, so I don't know if he's actually cursed anybody or not. Besides the fact that if he tries to curse one of the towers, it's just not going to work. So that 25% chance, you know. See, I don't really want red, but I can blow things up with it, so take that, thanks. Waha! I'm going to cast this first. I didn't even see those skulls. Do that. And this. Nice. Blow things up. Coolness. Alright, we're still doing okay. There are a lot of choices for invasion as far as team choices go. You have a lot of troops to choose from. I am being very redundant with what I'm saying here, but you know what I mean, right? Okay, we're just gonna do this. This guy is enchanted, which is not good right now. I don't have anybody to do direct attack yet, so he's going to have full mana on the next turn, and I won't be ready. So, we'll do this. Oh, really? 1 point. This will break the barrier, but I want to have something... Okay, we're just going to go ahead and do that. And we'll do... that. I was hoping for some more skulls. more skulls to come down. My goodness, I can't speak. That works. That worked. Alright, you know what? I think we're just going to go through stage 7 with this team, and then we're going to move on to the other teams that I have to show you. Looks like we're working on a minor orb of chaos for this stage. We do like the orbs. Okay, I want to get some extra purple and brown, so I'm going to do this one. And I want some more brown before I cast here, so we'll do that. Choo! And that. Oh, you just keep giving me skulls. How can I resist? We'll do this. And break your shield. We'll do this. He's going to do, he's going to cast and get a barrier, and I'm okay with that. Look, I'm self-enchanted. Yellow. And red. Oh. Can I drop that down? No, I cannot. Alright, I was hoping to show you how I can break the barrier with, just by making an explosion, but it looks like it's not. Oh, wait. Ah! Darn. Okay, this will take care of it, though. There we go. I was going to show you how an explosion will break their barrier. As long as you have one skull that explodes, then you can break their barrier with an explosion. Okay, one more, and we're going to switch out to the next team, which is a skull spamming team. That should be fun. I like skull spamming teams. Sometimes. Let's see, do I want blue? Yes, indeed I do. Alright, we'll do this. Choo! And some brown. We'll hit him again. Wah-ha-ha. Oh, yes. Yes, please. And thank you. Okay, Dargon, what you gonna do? Ooh, let's do that. Get some extra red on there for him. His attack is up to 95. And we're gonna not worry about that. We're gonna go ahead and just keep blowing them away. Okay. Awesome. That went well. Alright, we've got all 7 stages complete. Let's go check our mail and see what our individual rewards are after I grab my tributes. Oh, I forgot to mention I am using a medal of Nisha for +4 magic and 2 medals of Orpheus, which I don't really need for invasion, but I do need for Guild Wars. So let's head in here. Event stage rewards. These are all event stage rewards. So just getting stage 7 completed of invasion will get you 65 gems and an orb of chaos. So very nice. I love it. This is a weekend event. If you Orb of Clans, chances at mythics. Yay. What was I saying? Right, so if you can't afford to spend gems on the event, you will have more sigils at reset tonight and tomorrow. So you will be able to, you should be able to get up through stage 7, I would think. Probably further than that. I'm not really sure, because I always buy at least a few tiers on invasion, and I really like to get the weapon. Even if the weapon sucks, I at least want to get 3 tiers so I can get the weapon. This weapon is pretty interesting, and we're going to use it in a little bit. But first, let me see what my next team is. It's Skull Spammer. Oh, it does use it uses the new weapon. Okay, manage, paste. Boom. Alright, so we have our Siege Breaker Sharptooth. Mine will do 5 times skull damage versus towers and 30% skull damage reduction. That's why he's at the front of the team, is mostly so that he can do damage to those towers with skulls. And I'm using a skull spamming team. So he also does direct damage to an enemy, and there's a 30% chance for an extra turn and 30% chance to get my mana back, which is very nice. I will like it when those 30% chances hit. Then we've got Glacion. Transform yellow gems to blue and red gems to doom skulls. Freeze the strongest enemy. 65% skull damage reduction. So if I lose my Sharptooth, at least I'll be somewhat protected from skulls. And then gain 3 attack when an enemy matches skulls. Whether it hits him or not, he's still getting 3 attack. And he's immune to frozen, so that's nice. The Sharpfang, as we talked about, is going to explode brown gems, grants a random status effect to all monster allies. That's my entire team, including my hero, since I'm using Dervish class. And then summon a monster troop if you have an open spot. And then Scylla is here, not for the damage that she does. The 25% chance to kill them will not happen because these towers are 100% immune to insta-kills. She is here for her Bone Storm on 4+ gem matches, and so we'll have lots of skulls to attack the enemy with. If you don't like Scylla, find a different one to put in there. You could put in Apophysis. Apophysis is converts green gems to skulls and gives life to the first ally, so she might actually be a great choice to put in here. We'll see how we do with the Bone Storm. If I don't like it, I'm going to throw Apophysis in here because I think she'd be a good fit, and there's no problem with being mana blocked, but you will need to change the banner if you decide to use her. I do have another team after this. This is just the skull spamming team. Let me see what we're gonna do now. I don't need yellow. I need red. I don't have anything that will generate mana except for the Sharptooth. And I did show you the upgrades already. Unfortunately, it does not self-enchant, but, you know, I just happen to really love self-enchanting weapons, so. Alright, we've got to take care of the Mage Towers first. Those are these ones with the red and the purple, so anytime you see those, target them first if you have the ability to target, because we don't like it when they self-enchant. That is very unhealthy for our team. I need to leave some brown on the board for the Sharpfang weapon to blow up. And you see I've got this Dust Storm. It's because for these next two teams I changed the talents to make sure that we have a starting Dust Storm. So, we're going to do this. Waha! Love it! Gotta love the Tower Breakers. Okay, let's blow things up. Boom! And it submerged the whole team as the random status effect. Alright, let's see. Yeah, this tower literally cannot touch a single one of my allies here because they're all submerged, because this is scatter damage that affects the entire team, and that means it won't touch any of them because they're submerged. Alright, we're gonna, oh yeah, no reason to worry about anything, we'll just do that. Yay! Haven't had really had a chance to do any skull spamming yet though. Probably won't need to until later on. I don't know. Hey, there's one of those Raven Towers I was telling you about. And it's already gone. Yay! Gotta love it when that works out. You don't even have to do anything and they get destroyed. Goodness gracious. Well, let's change teams. Oh no, I still have 6 sigils. We'll keep going. I was going to change teams because I'm thinking maybe we won't need the skull spamming team until later on, but let's see. Let's blow some things up. Kapow! Nice. Okay, I'm going to do this I'm going to pull this over here. I'm going to get this skull match, and it's going to make these two fall, and I'll get another one right afterwards. Boom, boom, yes! And then we'll do this. Actually, I like this team. I'm liking it. Alright, let's do it again. We've got two Mage Towers this time, it looks like. Yep, two of them. Alright. Definitely doing that first. Oh, I thought I was going to have a match for it. Darn. Okay, let me think here. That one. Mage Tower. So I don't have anything that can do scatter damage or damage to all enemies to break the barriers. However, as soon as I have this full, I will be able to break that barrier. Just like that. Haha. Oh, this is fun. I like skull spamming on an invasion. Hee hee hee. Alright. Let's go ahead and switch out. Let me grab my next team, which is not a skull spamming team. But not everybody likes to use them and is not comfortable with using them. It used to be I wouldn't use anything that created skulls because they made me uncomfortable. They scared me, to be quite frank. Skull spamming teams scared me. Now I love them, but originally not so much. So actually I'm going to change this setup that I've got here. The team code below is going to have this setup, but I think that goodness gracious, what's his name? How have I lost his name already? It's in my brain, but I seem to have buried it. I think that Behemoth is going to be better than Ankhnum because there's no chance, zero chance to curse the enemy. So Behemoth, I think, is going to be a better choice. So we've got Sharptooth, Behemoth, Sharpfang, and the Illithian Servitor. Again, we've got two here that do damage to all allies. Then we've got the Explosion and our Tower Killer. And on later levels, you're going to need, if you go really high in this event, you're going to need more than one Sharptooth. But until you get to the point that you need two, these teams should be pretty useful. And Trickster's Shot, Mang, and Earth's Fury are all weapons that will strip the armor off of any enemy, and then you can hit them with your siege breaker here. Sure, we'll do that one. Okay. Do this. And do some damage here. I'm just thinking that using a skull spamming team is just going to be right up my alley for this, because it's fast and it's fun. I'm also thinking that the explosions are really nice, but anyway, we'll do two more battles with this, and then I'm switching back to the skull spamming team because it's fun. Oh, you took away my green, darn it. Okay, let's get rid of that Valraven Tower because we definitely want to have the extra sigils. This guy's going to barrier, and I'm okay with that because I can break it as soon as I have full mana here. So I am just going to wait one turn. We're going to get the siege breaker ready to go, break the barrier. Aw, fine. Alright, we're going to do this. That one does 44, this one does 52. Okay, because it's stealing magic, that amount is going up. So, do that. Oh, yeah, the skull spamming team is definitely faster. Cool. So for higher levels, maybe have 2 Sharptooths, one of the, the Trickster Shot, the Mang, or the Earth's Fury. Actually, Mang and Earth's Fury will have a mana block by Sharptooth. So if you're using Mang or Earth's Fury to strip armor off of the towers, you really need to have something that will blow things up. Your Blind Guardian, your Gorgon, whatever you need to do to get explosions, to get mana, because having that mana block is really not going to be helpful. It's really going to slow you down, so keep that in mind. I meant to change that. That's okay, we'll do another one with this team. Alright, we're just going to go ahead and take this guy out. And yes, we'll take some green and give them some skulls. Oops, here we go. Lots of brown. Oh, not as much as I thought it would be. Alright, I'll do this. You've got some mana, we'll take you first. Do this. We'll do another cast from Sharptooth. Another explosion. Nice. Okay. Edit, manage, paste. That's the team I'm enjoying. Okay, so we're going to finish up my sigils using the skull spamming team. And if I get in trouble, I'll change it on the fly. So, but with the things that I already mentioned. So I'm really liking the weapon. Blowing up the brown gems is really going to be helpful for Sharptooth, because you don't have to worry about it hitting a gem that you can use. You're exploding a gem that you can use. So I want brown. We'll do that one because it has some mana. We'll explode things. Ooh, Glacion's all ready to go. But so Sharptooth, so we'll just take Sharptooth. No reason to draw things out if we don't have to. At some point I'm going to be able to cast with Glaycion though. That'll be fun. Hee hee. Ha ha. Go Raven! Okay, let's take out... Ooh, Mage Tower though. Nope, fell Raven first. I got an extra turn. Oh, that 30% chance for an extra turn hit. I love it. Nice. Okay, I really want some more mana, so I'm going to blow things up. And what shall we do? We'll do this. Mage Tower is enchanted. Glacion transforms yellow to blue and red to doom skulls. Red to doom skulls and yellow to blue. I'm not going to worry about alignment at this point. Not terribly worried about it. Apparently I should be. Blow things up. Perfect. Cool. Okay, this is telling me don't be complacent. Of course, Glacion does have 65% skull damage reduction, but he's not a siege breaker. He's not going to do that bonus damage to the towers, so let me see. I'm thinking, did you see it tried to match skulls and it popped back? Hee hee. Oh, we're just going to take him out with some skulls. Perfect. And there we go. I love using skulls. I gotta stop saying that, but I'm just, it's the first time I've seen a skull spamming team available for invasion since I got to the point where I enjoy using skulls, so that is why I keep talking about it. Nice. Kapow! I see a Mage Tower. So we're going to take that out right now, and then we'll explode things. Boom! I like this weapon. I think this weapon is fun. Glacion, once again. Yellow to blue, red to doom skulls. Oh, that's not going to help me. Oh, Scylla's ready to go. 57 damage isn't going to do too much, though. Why did... Oh, lightning strike? Why am I getting lightning strike? Oh! I didn't realize I had that unlocked on Dervish. Let me see. Edit teams, Dervish, class. Oh, I'm so close to level 80. Oh, 80 is what I need to get Drifting Sands up the next power level. So, looking forward to that. What was I looking for? So, yeah, I unlocked Lightning Strike, and that is helping me. How nice. Yay. You'd think I'd be using dodge, but my hero is not at the front of the team. There's no reason to have dodge selected because my hero's all the way down here, so no reason to have something that's going to have no effect at this point. Unless I lose the first 2 troops, there's no reason to have dodge on board. So, Mage Tower goes first. Haha! I got an extra turn again. Love it. It's fun. Blue, blow things up. Boom! Oh, that's so awesome. And we've got that bone storm going on, making things so fun. Alright, do that. I was about to start waxing poetic about how much I like this team again. Oh, I'm out of sigils! Ah! Alright, well that's probably a good place to end the video then. This has probably been going on long enough. You've got 4 teams and hopefully a bunch of ideas to get you going. Please like and subscribe and we will see you soon. Bye-bye!